Hey guys, hope y'all doing good today. So in this video, I'm going to cover two ZEUS tokens and why one is pumping while the other is dumping. So we're going to go over each one and some big announcements that have recently transpired, as well as all of the announcements that have happened over the past few weeks. I'm going to present the facts and exactly what's been happening between this whole ZEUS drama. And so you can understand better what's going on and make your own decision based off of that. So first, let's talk about the ZEUS community token. Now, between these two tokens, one is labeling itself as the community token, the other is labeling itself as the OG. So that was initially kind of what started this. Now, with a community token, what's happened with this is they've actually had a lot of positive developments over the past few weeks. So I've been posting about this token for a while, but let's see the reasons why I've been so bullish on it. So one of the reasons is, one, the actual dog owner, who is followed by Matt Fury, is saying he's happy to see the big community support for Pepe's dog on chain. And so Jagged, who is the original dog owner of ZEUS, actually showed support for the ZEUS token. Also, you had Infinity AI partner with the CC8 ZEUS token to make animated content around ZEUS and the owner. So that's also another bullish catalyst. So this is originally what piqued my interest. And for those who don't know, ZEUS is being advertised as Pepe's dog. It was an inspiration from Matt Fury's previous characters of Pepe, Andy, Wolf, Brett, etc. And so that's why it's gained so much hype. Next, we had Jagged actually follow the community ZEUS X account. So this was another big development. So this is kind of adding legitimacy to the ZEUS community token and why it was gaining so much traction. Next, you had their Telegram and their number of holders continuing to increase. Also, you had an endorsement from the actual artist of ZEUS, Indy Haas. You can see here, she said, "Thank you to the CC8 community for having bought my artwork. Here is a never seen before ZEUS drawing of ZEUS relaxing in a bathtub, and I'm finally sharing it with you now." And you can see on his little necklace there, hashtag CC8, which is the community ZEUS token. So that was another positive development. So now you have, essentially backing from the dog owner and the actual artist. And then finally, this was when everything actually started shifting. So CryptoJamie, for those who don't know, he's an OG in the space, very reputable, calls a lot of tokens that end up running to the hundreds of millions or even billions like he did with KTA. And he actually commented on a post about the community ZEUS token. So let's see what he commented about. So he said W for win, but Jagged said, "ZEUS coin ETH _ CC8 has acquired the first ZEUS NFT, The Happiness of ZEUS, from 2022, which includes IP rights for the ZEUS character and likeness. ZEUS CC8 is the only legitimate project authorized to use the ZEUS brand. Their copyright includes unlimited use for commercial or non-commercial purposes." So now this is when the community ZEUS got on the map, because now they're actually acquiring these IP rights. So this was June 4th. And then also you had people like CryptoJamie commenting on it, essentially recognizing that the community token is gaining legitimacy. Also on top of this, same day, Jagged posted, "There's only one ZEUS. As of today, I'll be filing legal action against any project, person, or business using ZEUS IP or artworks without permission. If it's not the community ZEUS CC8, it's not legit. Time to unleash your lawyers." So this is when things started getting a little serious. The community ZEUS started, getting the IP rights. Therefore, they had the rights to use the branding and likeness of the ZEUS dog. And therefore, they were getting their lawyers out now to, in case any other ZEUS tokens wanted to use it. Now, here's another thing where things got more serious. So this was June 7th. You can see here, it says, "A surprise to the CC8 family, ZEUS CC8 Inc. was granted trademark protection, securing full intellectual property rights over ZEUS name and visual identity. This started on June 6th with an update of the corporate structure, followed by the receipt of the blessings from the artist and the owner, who officially transferred all of the IP rights to the company." They talk about their trademark registration. It says, "With these rights in place, ZEUS is now positioned to expand confidently across both Web3 and traditional markets, including animated content, merchandise, and toy lines." And then they have their legal opinions from these very reputable VD law group and a trademark attorney. So again, two people here, legitimate in their space. It says protecting CC8 legacy. And here you can see the IP acquisition and all of the official documents. So this was June 7th, 4 days ago from the filming of this video. Next, you had Jagged post again on June 7th. ZEUS CC8 was able to secure the international trademark, corporate identity, and a legal opinion. In just a few days, they have positioned themselves for long-term success. This level of legitimacy is what's required to get listed on high-quality exchanges. Keep that in mind. I'm happy to see them bringing the ZEUS brand to life. I'm excited by the potential as they're just getting started. So this was in response to what on the tweet I just showed you. So again, creating more legitimacy. Now you had other people commenting on this. So here you can see we had 2 ZEUS coins. One was trading around 50 mil, and the community is trading at 7 mil FDV that have the IP rights for the dog. So to me, this is a simple thesis. You had another post here. This is probably the most bullish thing about ZEUS. Having the rights to the official IP of this character is crucial in growing the brand and having long-term success, especially when you have blessing from the original artist and the original dog as well. And then finally, Gibba says, the CC8 is about to leave the first consolidation range after its run to 25 to 30 mil. The team is working hard, and now with full IP rights to it, artist and owner onboarded, massive partners, and a story we've seen happening back when Nero with one Bill and others. This is Pepe's dog, simple as that. The dog of the biggest meme on the cycle that will still go beyond all-time highs and the bull is over. From this, let's go ahead and talk about the other ZEUS, who marketed itself as the OG ZEUS. So, their X account actually got suspended. So here you can see X account was suspended here. Now with this, you can see I can click on here as well, and it was suspended. So with this, one of the interesting things is you can see the ZEUS dog that they have is actually gold now. And one of the interesting things is they actually made a tweet, and I'll pull it up. You can't see it because it was on the old ZEUS X account that's now suspended, but they actually posted, and this is after the community ZEUS actually showed proof of IP, intellectual property, and posted the proof. And then you had literally, I believe the next day, the OG ZEUS say, we are proud to announce that we have taken the appropriate steps to lock in the ZEUS trademark and solidified brand IP. So they posted this even after the community ZEUS had already gained IP rights. And so, in my opinion, I saw this and I was thinking either A, they're trolling, or B, maybe they really think they have the rights, or they're not taking the community ZEUS seriously. So this was something that also created drama. So after this, you already saw Jagged posting about how he's going to take legal action and unleash his lawyers. And this was on June 4th. And then you had the quote-unquote OG ZEUS post that they had brand IP. So, right, that didn't make sense. And so after the lawyers actually filed a cease and desist, then the quote-unquote OG ZEUS had to change their profile picture. So now they have it as a gold ZEUS. You can see they cannot use the colors of the original ZEUS. Also, that ZEUS is no longer in their banner. And so they had to change that. So why would they change that if they actually had the brand IP rights? It doesn't make sense, right? And so that's another thing where people were posting, and they said, so the Cabal ZEUS has had to change their logo to what looks like a golden pig, socials removed from Dex tools, and X suspended, but apparently this has nothing to do with them not having IP rights. The real ZEUS continues to grind with support from Jagged Soft. And so you can see that the quote-unquote OG ZEUS changed their dog even though they claim to have IP rights. So if you just look at the facts here, you can see that, you know, one was claiming IP, yet they didn't actually have it. The other that has claimed IP has kept all of the labels. They kept the ZEUS dog, you can see, on their banner, whereas the quote-unquote OG ZEUS took the dog out. So looking at the facts there, you know, it's pretty easy to see the difference. And then you also had some comments from the log group. It says, intellectual property is a core asset in both Web3 and traditional markets, and it must be respected and protected accordingly. The IP rights over the ZEUS name and visual identity were lawfully assigned to the company and have been formally secured as of June 6, 2025. It says, any subsequent attempts to register the same trademark after June 6 are legally ineffective. Then also you had the trademark attorney comment, to clarify, VDLog Group and I confirm that ZEUS CC8 Inc. is the rightful owner of the ZEUS trademark and the original artwork associated with the happiness of ZEUS. Both the word mark and the visual assets were formally transferred to the company and have been used in commerce since 2022, well before the trademark application by the suspended ZEUS account. And then it says how the EU trademark filing was merely the first step towards securing global protection. So basically is claiming, you know, giving support to the community ZEUS and how they're saying here, conclusion, no logo, no character, no brand, no IP. So that shows you that the community ZEUS has full rights to the brand IP and trademark. So with all this, if you look at look at the quote unquote OG ZEUS that, now says very low reputation according to the community vote. And you can see here, you have the community ZEUS actually #1 on trending. And you can even see here, the community ZEUS is rising while the other is falling. So this is all come about because, it was just basically 2 ZEUS tokens who were trying to gain the overall adoption. And it just happened the community ZEUS gained the IP rights and trademark, whereas the other did not. So in my opinion, the community ZEUS is going to continue much, much higher. As you can see from the chart here, after we reach 16 million is the next big resistance, followed by 20 million. Then after that, it's clear skies. And in my opinion, I still strongly believe the community ZEUS token is a 100 mil plus token. And I've been making videos about it and telling everyone to buy the dips. And you can see descending triangles played out perfectly both times. And so this shows you that they do legitimately have the IP rights, branding, and likeness. And who knows where this goes? I mean, there was comments by them as well about toys, when you have IP, think about Pudgy Penguins, one of the biggest IPs in the world, and how big they've gotten. I mean, they are, the biggest NFT project in the world, even more larger than Bored Apes. And so with that, they have all their plush toys and Walmart, Target, everything else, and they have a lot more branding and likeness that they're able to use anywhere they please. And so the community ZEUS token, CC8, is getting closer to that path because they have everything. So now it's just what direction do they want to go? And you already saw that Jagged was mentioning about, this is needed for listing on high tier exchanges. I mean, he actually helped do some work for Binance. And so he knows a lot about the space already. And so this is just one of the things where you got to do your research in the space, and then you will see, if you did your research while ZEUS token was much lower here, even though when they were mentioning IP, you could have made a lot of money. It went from 3 mil all the way up to 21 mil. And then again, when they even solidified it, 4 mil all the way to 16 mil, and it's just getting started. And so, yeah, guys, that's just what I want to tell you. I want to break down the facts for you because there's a lot going on. So that's all it is. So hopefully it helps you understand the battle that's been going on between these two. Again, it's not about the PvP. It's just about supporting good communities. And with the support from the artist and the actual dog owner, I think it's a no-brainer at that point now. And you're kind of solidifying it, just seeing the price action from both tokens now. And so now I'm looking forward to this 100 mil run. ETH is pumping. Meme coins are pumping. ZEUS is back where it should be. And now I think things are just getting started. So looking forward to seeing where the community goes with this, where Jagged and Indy Haas both go with it as well to help support the community and every other person who supported as well. So hope you guys have a great day. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like. Please comment if you have any questions. And thanks for watching. Till next time.